Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I definitely feel like it's been a minute since the last time I've sat down and filmed a long form YouTube video, but I'm trying to get back on that YouTube grind again. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my dream productivity and gaming setup for 2025. So much has changed within these last 6 months that you guys probably haven't seen if you haven't been following me over on TikTok and Instagram, which you should definitely go do if you haven't. But now that we just bought this house in Florida, I'm going to be showing you the brains of the operation here. This is literally where I work, game, and create my content every single day. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'm gonna have every single item in here linked in the description below. But we'll start off with the gaming side of my office, and I actually just finished upgrading my PC recently. I'm currently rocking an AMD Ryzen 7 7800X3D with an RTX 4080 Super. And for those of you that are gonna come at me in the comments saying that you should have just waited for the 50 series card, this GPU was actually gifted to me by a buddy of mine, so huge shout out to him for that. For memory, we're rocking 32 gigabytes of DDR5 Corsair Vengeance RAM. The case itself is the Corsair 2500X, which is a small tower case that supports mini ATX and ITX motherboards. I actually really love the way that this case looks in my setup. I think it's incredibly slick and just looks so clean overall. For the fans, we're rocking the Corsair RX 120s, which have been sick since I've never had fans that have daisy chained before, which made them super convenient to not only cable manage, but to actually get them inside of my PC case. And it was way less of a headache to think about fan header availability on my motherboard, so this was super clutch. For the cooler, I'm rocking the IQ Link Titan 360X, which has been running like an absolute dream. I have no complaints with this cooler at all, and it's been keeping my CPU incredibly cool during those crazy intense competitive matches. Now for peripherals, we're starting off with the GOAT of gaming mice, which is the Logitech G Pro Superlight, and it's actually the updated version with USB-C charging. I haven't had any issues with this mouse at all to this day, thank God, knock on wood. But if you're on the market to upgrade your mouse anytime soon, I would definitely recommend you pick this one up. For the keyboard, I was rocking the clear high ground keyboard, but I recently just switched to the Logitech Pro X60 for those competitive games. Since the switches are a little bit more tactile for me, I'm definitely going to be rocking with this keyboard for quite some time. For my mouse pad, I actually have the large mouse pad from High Ground. It's a pretty solid pad for the price. But now let's talk about this beast of a monitor, which is the LG Ultra Gear, and it's a 32-inch 4K 240 Hz monitor, and it's hands down been my favorite monitor that I have ever used. The crazy thing that makes this monitor so special and unique is that you can toggle between 240 Hz and 480 Hz with a click of a button, and the speakers on this monitor are actually really decent. You genuinely won't need external speakers with this monitor. Literally playing games on this thing has been amazing, and I really don't see myself swapping this monitor anytime soon, but I've honestly been considering maybe adding a second monitor here, so I want you guys to let me know what you think about that. But I'm definitely going to be making a full-length YouTube video on this monitor to dive a little bit deeper on the specs and the features with it, so stay tuned for that. Now for the desk itself, it's the sit stand desk that was featured in my old setup tour back in Dallas. It's the Vernal sit stand desk. It's held up really good. I've had it over 6 months now, and it's gone through 2 different moves already, and it's in really good shape. Now moving over to the productivity side of things, what's powering this entire setup is my 16-inch M3 Max MacBook Pro, which has 36 gigs of RAM and a 1TB hard drive. I used to edit all my content on an M2 MacBook Air, and switching over to this M3 Max MacBook Pro has been a night and day difference. For peripherals, it's all pretty standard here. I'm rocking the Apple keyboard as well as the Apple trackpad. I personally really enjoy editing with this trackpad compared to a traditional mouse. It just feels a little bit more natural to me. And then for the mouse pad, I have this High Ground mouse pad. I just honestly looks really sick, and just want to commemorate the 2-week Minecraft phase here. So shout out to High Ground for making such a cool mouse pad. And for the display, I currently have the Apple Studio display, and it's honestly a no-brainer if you're a creative or just in this space at all. The colors look incredible, and the resolution is insane. Now, a lot of you are probably going to say that this monitor is only 60 Hz, but I promise you, I need you guys to actually try this in person, because this thing does not feel like 60 Hz at all. And I can tell if a monitor is 60 Hz. Like, it's pretty noticeable, but with this one, you really can't tell. Probably thinking, what's that random arm on your desk? This is actually the arm that I use to mount my camera for vertical content. And for the desk itself, it's the same exact desk that I just showed you for the gaming side. And then next to the desk, we have an IKEA Alex drawer that just stores random documents and keyboards, random tech, cables, just random stuff. And on top of it is my small little Dyson fan, which keeps this room incredibly cool when my computer is literally running a marathon and making this thing into a literal heater. For the chair itself, I have the Herman Miller Aeron chair with this aftermarket headrest, because being in this office sitting at this desk for over 8 hours, I knew I needed something that was going to be able to support my back, and this chair does exactly that. Now for lighting in this room, right? So we got 3 lights. 2 of them are mounted on these poles called Impact Vari poles, and on each pole we got 2 Amaran 60XS with an Amaran lantern attached to each, and then the light that's actually lighting my face right now is a Amaran 200XS with an Amaran light dome. Then on the other side of my office, there's kind of like just more knickknacks and just random stuff. I have this Stendig calendar hung up, which is a really nice addition. I think it brings everything kind of together. And then under it is my IKEA storage console unit, where I have honestly just a bunch of tech, camera gear, PC components, keyboards, you honestly, you name it. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this setup tour. I know the space is going to continuously change throughout the year, but I honestly love the way that everything looks like right now. But again, I'm going to have everything I spoke about today linked in the description, and it's going to be available on my Amazon storefront. But let me know down below, what do you guys think of the current setup? And if you would change anything, what would it be? But again, I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.